Have you ever asked yourself, am I thinking big enough? Not just in a casual way, like when you daydream about success, but truly sitting down and questioning whether the way you see your future is actually holding you back. Because here's the truth. The biggest limitation on your success isn't money, connections, or timing. It's how big you allow yourself to think. If your vision is small, your actions will be small. If your vision is expansive, your actions will be bold. And if you look at the most successful entrepreneurs, people who took small ideas and built them into global businesses, you will notice one common thread. They didn't wait for success to give them permission to think big. They thought bigger first, then acted accordingly. So today, I want to talk about how you can train yourself to think bigger, to expand your vision beyond what feels reasonable, and to position yourself for success beyond borders. In this video, we are going to break down why most entrepreneurs think too small and how that keeps them stuck. The mindset shifts that allow you to see bigger opportunities. The 5-step process to expand your vision and position yourself for international growth. By the time we're done, you won't just see new opportunities, you will feel ready to go after them. Let's dive in. So why do so many business owners limit themselves? I mean, nobody starts a business thinking, I just want to stay small forever. But somewhere along the way, these mental barriers start creeping in. They might sound like, I don't know enough about international business. It's too risky. I don't have the resources to expand beyond what I'm doing now. I should just focus on what's safe, what I know works. And I get it. Those thoughts feel practical. They feel responsible. But in reality, they are roadblocks. And the moment you stop challenging them, you put a ceiling on your own potential. Let's talk about where these mental limits come from. Fear of the unknown. If you've only ever done business in one city, one country, one familiar market, then stepping into something new, like expanding internationally, feels intimidating. You don't know the culture, the laws, or the customer expectations, so your brain tells you this is too complicated. I should just stick to what I know. But here's the truth. Every entrepreneur who has ever expanded to a new market started from not knowing. Nobody begins with all the answers. The difference between those who stay small and those who scale? The ones who succeed ask better questions and seek better information. Instead of saying, I don't know enough to expand, shift the thinking to, what can I start learning today that will prepare me for global growth? The comfort zone trap. Another reason people limit themselves? They get comfortable. If your business is doing well enough right now, why take on the added pressure of thinking bigger? Why risk disrupting what's already working? But here's something to think about. Some of the biggest companies in the world could have stayed small, and they would have been fine. Amazon could have just been a bookstore. Tesla could have just made a single electric car model and stopped there. But they didn't. Because the real risk isn't growth. The real risk is staying still while the world moves forward without you. If you're not actively growing and evolving, you're falling behind. Short-term thinking versus long-term vision. I see this all the time. Entrepreneurs saying, I need to make money now, not in 5 years. And of course, short-term revenue is important. You have bills to pay, expenses to cover. But if you only ever focus on the short term, you will never create something truly scalable. Thinking bigger isn't just about making more money. It's about positioning yourself as a serious player in your industry. When you expand your vision, you attract bigger clients, bigger opportunities, and more credibility in your field. So instead of just thinking about what will get you through this month, start asking yourself, what decisions can I make today that will set me up for massive success 3 years from now? So here are 5 steps to expand your vision and think bigger. Surround yourself with bigger thinkers. If you only talk to people who think small, you will stay small. The fastest way to shift your mindset is to surround yourself with people who are already playing at a higher level. If you're only networking with local business owners who never consider global markets, guess what? You will never see the opportunities beyond your current environment. Join international business groups. Connect with entrepreneurs who've already expanded. Attend global conferences. Put yourselves in the rooms where bigger conversations are happening. Step 2. Set goals that force you to think bigger. Most people set goals that are just slightly beyond what they are currently achieving. And that's fine. if you want incremental growth. But if you want massive expansion, you need goals that stretch your thinking. Instead of saying, how can I increase my revenue by 20%? Ask yourself, what would my business need to look like to double, triple, or even multiply tenfold? That kind of thinking forces you to come up with new solutions instead of just working harder. Step 3. Research global markets. Even if you're not ready to expand today, you should start studying international markets now. Look at businesses in your industry that have successfully scaled worldwide. What did they do differently? What markets did they enter first? What strategies did they use to adopt? The more you learn now, the easier it will be to recognize opportunities when they arise. Step 4. Start positioning your business as a global ready. You don't need to wait until you're a huge company to start thinking globally. Maybe it's as simple as offering your website in multiple languages. Maybe it's working with international clients, just like I do, even if just on a small scale at first. Maybe it's hiring a team that understands international markets. Small shifts today set the foundation for bigger moves tomorrow. Step 5. Take action now. Thinking big only works if you back it up with action. If this video has inspired you, don't just close it and move on. Make a decision today. Research a new market. Set a goal that forces you to think differently. Have a conversation with someone who's already where you want to be, because nothing changes until you take action. Your success isn't limited by what's possible. It's limited by what you believe it's possible. So what's one mindset shift you're making today to think bigger? Drop it in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And as always, keep striving, keep growing, and I will see you in the next video.